Right, I'm back on. Just a quick live stream whilst I eat my lunch. Thought to myself, you know what? What's the point of me watching people on YouTube when I can just make a quick video? So that's what I'm gonna do. As I was saying in the previous one, before I ended it, me, I'm a man, I don't vote. I'll never vote. You know why? Man like AY London, come on man, what you saying, man? Yeah, I don't vote and I'll never vote. And there's a link between the reason why people vote and the reason why people believe in God, i.e. a higher power. There's people out here, they believe in fate and they believe that their life is mapped out or someone else controls their life. I don't believe in that. I've never voted and I never will. Back in the day, obviously coming from a working class background, I probably would have leaned towards the Labour Party or whatever. I think maybe a few years ago, I was reading into what the Conservative, I think it's called their manifesto or whatever, innit? And I think I was kind of leaning towards what they was on. But you know what? I'll never put my pen to paper to vote for none of these people. You know why? Because whether the Conservative is in power, whether the Green Party is running things, whether the fucking Labour Party is running things, how is that changing my life? In America, until Barack Obama came in, there was always white people running the country. And apparently black people were in a bad place. Okay, they got Barack Obama in. He was in office for what, 4 or 5 years, whatever, in it, yeah? How did the black community change when they had a quote unquote black president in office? The higher powers, i.e. the government and that, they can't change your life. Only you can change your life. That's why I never vote. That's why I never vote. Barack Obama came into office in America, and nothing against him, the black community did not change. Same foolishness going on. Same foolishness will continue to go on. But yeah, I'm just letting you lot know, this ain't going to be a long live stream, innit? I'm just eating my lunch and I thought, you know what, let me just jump on quickly, innit? Yeah, I will never believe in God. Now, if you want to believe in God, that's up to you. But a lot of people say, oh, God willing, I get this job or whatever, innit? It ain't up to God for you to get the job, you know? How about let's be qualified for the job? There's certain people that go for promotion to try and become a manager. Now they don't get the job. And they say, oh, you know, God said it worth my time, or, you know, God will provide the job for me. No. Why don't we become qualified for the job? There's certain people that don't get the job as manager. If they ain't blaming God, they're blaming on the color of their skin. Hold on a minute. Going for a job as a manager is a serious thing, you know. People think, oh yeah, because they've been in a workplace for 4 or 5 years, they're automatically qualified to become manager. No. Your superiors, your managers are looking at you way before you go for that job promotion. Everyone thinks just because they've been at a job for a certain amount of time, they're automatically qualified to become manager. No. Are you a punctual person? Yeah. Do you come in on time? Do you come in early? Are you the first man out the door, or are you willing to work overtime? Remember, when you become manager, you know, yeah, as a part of the job, you're gonna have to be willing to work overtime for free. Yeah. You're gonna have to be willing to work overtime for free. What's your paperwork like? Are you on point with your paperwork? Do you rule with an iron fist? Now, I don't mean being rude to people or nothing like that, but it means, you know what? Even if I'm cool with my man, like me and my man were colleagues before, yeah, we were like, you know, but now that I'm the manager and he's moving slack, are you the type of person to say, you know what? Yeah, we've given you 2-3 warnings, I'm gonna have to dismiss you. Are you that type of person? If you're not that type of person, you ain't built to be a manager. I mean, when I say ruling with iron fist, that doesn't mean be rude and disrespectful or nothing like that, but it means, you know what, yeah? You have to rule emotionless. These are the things that qualify people for jobs and that. So I've seen a lot of stuff on the internet, people talking about I didn't get a job promotion because I'm a black man and that. That's bullshit, man. You didn't get a job promotion because you're not good enough. Yeah. And this does happen though. Certain people do get job promotions because they're rolling with certain people. But you know what? Why are you even concerned about these people getting that job promotion? You should be jumping around, bouncing around from job to job. Why are you even getting complacent at a workplace? You know, there's people out here working in the same place for 20, 25 years. Yeah, they're getting a little salary promotion and that, but as a part of trying to elevate, you're supposed to be moving around and experiencing different workplaces and that, man. That's people's problem. They get too comfortable working at the same workplace. Me, I don't care. I'll work at a workplace for 6 months and move on. You know why? Because in my head, I don't see myself as being an employee. This is people's problem. People see themselves as a number. There's certain people, they read statistics and say, well, boy, you know, I'm just a number, I'm statistics, so this is how my life is going to be. I'm just going to go to uni, get an education, buy a property and have a wife and 3 kids and just live life like a normal person. You don't want that. You don't want that. No, I never vote. I don't give a fuck about voting, man. Me, I control my life. When I was getting into trouble and that, it was my fault. You know? No one told me to run around with this man, that man, go up this ends, that they go down, that ends, this. No. That was all my choice. And then funny enough, when I changed my mindset and I said, you know what, why not just give that a break? Yeah? Why not turn over a new leaf? Yeah? Things started getting better. Ain't that a coincidence? Back to the voting thing though. I took it as a big disrespect, although it didn't apply to me, but I just feel like, who remembers the time when, is it Jeremy Corbyn or whatever, Corbyn, he tried to use Stormzy to get the Labour vote. So basically he put Stormzy on and said, yeah, that whatever, and try to use him as like a pawn or whatever in there to try and get the Labour vote. That's a disrespect, you know. That is a disrespect. Because what you're trying to say is the only way that black people are going to vote is if there's a black face on it. That's a violation. What's going on, CMB? Hey, listen. My girl Constance has been here from day one, basically, you know. Basically, day one. Basically. That's my ride or die. Her and someone else, I don't even know if my man's still watching, probably not. I ain't even seen him comment for years, but one guy from over France called MC. Yeah. I never vote, man. At the end of the day, I control my life, innit? Yeah, I'm not putting my life in no one else's hands. Yeah. So yeah, that's the message, man. You control your life. Stop allowing your environment to dictate. Certain people, they come from a poor family, poor background, like in Peckham or somewhere, and they just think to themselves, well, boy, I'm just going to have a baby mum and, you know, I'm just going to be working some idiot jobs after I sell drugs and get caught a couple of times and get thrown in jail, and then that's me. Nah, fam, there's more to life than that. What happens is you watch what's going on around you and then you think to yourself that the government can't help because you're a certain skin color and then you give up. Nah, help yourself. Me, I help myself. Yeah, I got myself in nonsense and trouble and messed up my life temporarily and I bounced back. So if I can, you can too. But yeah, man, this food's about to get cold. I might have to fucking end this live stream, man. But yeah, I'll be back with another live stream soon anyway. I won't even tell you the name of it. I already got my notes on it. So yeah, that's basically the message there. You control your life. Yeah, don't expect. Tell you, that happens a lot in the black community. They say things like, God willing, God will provide, and that they're waiting for God to change their life. I'm going to release a video maybe in a couple of days' time or whatever, innit? And when I first got this property, I remember I brought down one of my female friends when I did have a female friend back in the day. So this is like 4 years ago, or whatever, innit? Yeah, I must have bought the property, completed on a Thursday, then I came up here on a Saturday, and I was just cleaning the property and that. And yeah, she was a colleague of mine or whatever, innit? Yeah, so she came down to see the property because I was asking her for a little bit of advice and that because she was looking as well. So she came down to see the property. Just standing up in this kitchen, right, yes, sir. And I'd been fired from my workplace, Home to Harringay, but she was still there. So anyway, she said, yeah, well, she's still at Home to Harringay, but she got the job for somewhere else. Or she was going to apply for somewhere else, one of the two. She's on about 35 grand a year at the moment, at that time, working for Home to Harringay, and the job was going to pay her almost 70 grand. So basically double. You know what she did? She didn't go for the job. You know why? Because she said God said that it wasn't her time. It weren't God that said it weren't her time. She lacked confidence. That's what that was. Yeah? Something inside of her said, boy, I don't think you're worth 70 grand a year, you know. So you know what? Why not give you a break? It's the same job. That's like me working as an electrician, earning 50 grand a year, and then go for another job as an electrician, doing exactly the same stuff for 100, and saying to myself, you know what? I don't think I'm worth that money, so I'm going to give it a rest. Man, I'm going to go for that job. And you know what? If I get fired, I get fired. I don't care if I ain't good enough for it. Yeah, I'm going to try. That's people's problem, lacking confidence. No, if you're really and truly, if you're a real confident person, you won't need to care about what the government can do for you or whatever, innit? You believe in yourself. Me, I believe in myself. I don't business about what policies or what manifestos or what the government can do or can't do. Like when Boris Johnson tried to bring in this, I think, lower the stamp duty tax on the properties and that. All right, listen, at the end of the day, yeah, when the government whoever comes into office, they're always going to bring things in that are going to either give you an advantage or a disadvantage. But in the grand scheme of things, it don't fucking matter. Yeah, let's say he lowered stamp duty tax. Yeah, it's going to give us a little advantage. Well, let's say the next person that comes in increases stamp duty tax. Yeah, you're going to be at a little bit of a disadvantage. In the grand scheme of things, that ain't really going to make no difference to your life, you know. So what if there's a little 1-2 hurdles here and there? Overcome it. You know, when there's hurdles and you have to go through a rough patch in life, that actually makes you a better person, you know. You see all them kids that are born to Kanye West and all these celebrities and these rich people. Yeah, they're set for life. They don't have to do nothing. They literally could lie in bed all fucking day. And their grandchildren could lie in bed all fucking day. And their grandchildren could lie in bed all fucking day. But what have you achieved? Life's about leveling up, you know. Yeah? So it don't matter if you come from a family where your mum was a prostitute or your parents were on drugs or you was fostered out because your parents didn't want you or whatever. It's all about leveling up. You want to be better than your parents, you know. So if your mum was a cleaner or your mum just worked in Asda or whatever, if you become an accountant or a nurse, you've done well. You always strive to be better than your parents. Yeah? It's all about leveling up. Them kids that are born to rich families and that, they do not grow. Most of them do not grow. Most of them just stay stagnant. That's a crime against yourself. That's a sin to yourself to stay stagnant. Always want to be leveling up. But you will never level up if you believe or you rely on God to pave your life or God to make things good. No, you do it yourself, man. Do it yourself. You know what? Talking about God, I think I'll be a good pastor or preacher, but unfortunately, I don't believe in God. So, yeah, it will never happen. But you know, a man can preach on here anyway. Man like Dulce David. Don't worry, I didn't forget you, Jerry, man. You want to go on, fam? But yeah, man like Dulce David, man. What's going on? I'm trying to look at lunch break still, so I thought, you know what? Let me just eat something and throw up a live stream. Yeah. You know, I answered your question before you even threw it up. But yeah, I just thought, you know what, fuck it, man. Let me just jump on the live stream. Sick of watching other people on YouTube um, during the day. Let me just jump on, see who's about. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm coming off in like a minute anyway. But I will be coming back with another live stream. What's the day today? Tuesday. If not later in this week, definitely next week I'll be jumping on with my next live stream just in the evening, start at 8, probably finish at 10 or something like that. So, but yeah, man, just want to get the message across. Stop relying on God. Stop relying on the government to change your life. You change your life. Right? If you ain't seen that video that I made a couple nights ago that came out talking about, I know shit about Black America or whatever. In that video, I'm talking about a man who he has that mindset that, oh, you know, because he's in a bad area or whatever, yeah, he's set up to fail and that because he's a black man. Blood. Yeah, there's a lot of fucked up places in America, yeah? But there are places in America where black people are thriving. Yeah, Atlanta. So if you're in the Bronx or some fucked up place, Chicago or Philadelphia or some mad place like that, blood, get yourself down to Atlanta, yeah, where there's other black people. Because there's some people, the only way they can see greatness or be able to have motivation if they see other people like them doing it. So you know what? Maybe you need to surround yourself with other people that are doing it. Me, I'm a man. I don't have to be around other black people to think I can be a successful black man. Yeah, I can be around a bunch of white people and, you know, be around a bunch of broke black people and still think, yeah, I'm going to be a successful black man. But I know everyone ain't like that. So, you know what? If you ain't like that, then you need to go somewhere where there's people that look like you, who have come from poverty and have made it. Let me tell you something right now. You're a black person watching this right now, whether you're black or not, it don't really matter. But you're a black person watching this right now, yeah? Any black person that you see that is successful, please believe there's a 99.9% chance that that person has come from poverty. I don't mean that they, you know, well, some people live in a house where the electric get cut off for a day and shit like that. But yeah, they were living below the breadline. They will basically come from parents who come from households who they're on benefits and that. Dad's selling drugs. Yeah, mums out here who are pretending to be single mums claiming benefit fraud. Yeah. There's plenty of successful black people come from them type of families and that. So don't think that these black people who are successful are from some silver spoon society. Remember, unfortunately, black people, whether it's in the UK or America, we're at the bottom of the fucking economic scale. So any black people that you see who's rich and successful, driving a Bentley, living in a fucking mansion and that, just know that they probably came from poverty. They probably came from the breadline, yeah? They probably come from households where there's 5 of their siblings in one room because the room next door has got 4 of them. There's youths out here, there's parents who have to put their babies in the chest of drawers because they can't afford a cot for the Ras Clark baby. I know someone, one of my work colleagues told me, they put his little younger brother, who's about a year below me now, 2 years younger than me, about 26, 27, when the little brother was born, obviously 25 years ago, whatever, innit? Yeah, when the youth was born, they couldn't even afford a cot for the baby, so they had to pull out a fucking drawer. You know your chest of drawers where you put your socks in the bottom drawer? They had to put the youth in there because they couldn't afford a fucking cot for the youth. These are the types of people. I'm not saying that them people there become successful. Well, the older brother, he become electrician now and stuff, innit? And you know, he's out of the hood and he's living in a nice area, innit? So for me, he's leveled up. But just know, say that all these black people that you see, because white people might be a bit different. And some white people, a lot of them might come from some source society. Maybe not. But I know black people, we definitely don't come from no source society. 95% of us. Most of us come from poverty, yeah, and the breadline. So anyone that you see who's successful, just know, say they come from the same background as you. Yeah? So if they can, you can. I'm out in 2 minutes. You know what, yeah? You see that, yeah? Why have a baby when you're broke anyways? Some people, they just don't plan, yeah? And there's some people that, even if they know that, having a baby is wrong or whatever, they're just like, boy, it is what it is, isn't it? Some people are just so nonchalant, they don't care. They don't care. And there's some people who are smart enough to know, you know what, I fucked up badly, you know, by having a kid when I'm in this bad financial place. But you know what they do? They say to themselves, you know what, I'm gonna make some sacrifice, you know. I ain't gonna be out here trying to stunt in the Mercedes or nothing like that. I'm gonna get my ass out there and I'm gonna work and I'm gonna grind for 3, 4 years, 5 years. So that this kid that I didn't really want to have, unfortunately, he can have a bit better life than me. That's some. That's some. Yeah? Many of them don't think like that. Some man just go on to have more and more and more kids. I even done a live stream with a girl. Well, not a girl, she's like a 40-year-old woman. I'm talking about a girl. But anyway, I've done a live stream on Instagram. When I get round to it, I'll cut up that live stream and stick it on my YouTube channel as I do at 9 a.m. or whatever. She said, yeah, she come from, her dad is the type of dad that when the holidays come, when he wants to go and take his kids out for a day trip and that, she has so many siblings, the dad used to have to hire out a fucking minibus. Yeah. Imagine that. Imagine you got so much use over here, over there, that you have to hire out a minibus, all 10-seater, you know, to take your kids to Southend or to Bognor Regis. Mad. So some people, they're just dumb. That's why they keep having kids when they're poor. And some people, they just don't learn. Yeah, like I said in that video I released the other night, when I was wearing that brown t-shirt. Yeah, people make mistakes and yeah, they got a you now. Okay, what are we going to do now? What are we going to do for the next 5 years? Are we going to sit and just, boy, we're poor and that's it? We're going to eat tins of sardines and claim benefits and pretend that we're single moms or not? Or are we going to, you know what, fuck it. Grind mode. Yeah, if you have no skill, no education, go to night school. Nah, people don't want to do that. Yeah, my food's getting cold, man. So you know what? Yeah, listen, I'm gonna come back next week, max. Yeah, maybe this week with another live stream, proper live stream at like 8 o'clock or whatever. Yeah, but for now, I'm out. Yeah. Just wanted to see who was actually gonna come on during the day. Yeah, when you lot should really be at work and that.